Manu punar garbhatvam erire is a famous quotation. Swadha anu punah garbhatvam erire. Swadham anu punah garbhatvam erire. Erire means to get. Garbhatvam is its place in the womb. In accordance with Swadha, its capacity, its karma phala.
Okay.
According to its karma phala, it enters the womb.
Okay.
So that is a clear indication that once it leaves one body, it gets into another body, another womb, and gets its own sharira, indriya, manas. Jayaswantaha. Jayaswantaha. Chittino. Jayaswantaha chittino. Ma viyaushta. Jayaswantaha chittino ma viyaushta. Shtha mahaprana. Murdhaniya sha and mahaprana tha. Jayaswantash chittino ma viyaushta. Samradhayantaha. Samradhayantaha. Sadhurashcharantaha. Samradhayantaha. Sadhurashcharantaha. One vertical line, that is half the mantra. Samradhayantaha sadhurashcharantaha. Anyo anyasmai. Anyo anyasmai. Valgu. Anyo anyasmai. Valgu vadanta yeta. Valgu vadanta yeta. Anyo anyasmai valgu vadanta yeta. Sadhrichinanvaha. 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 Sam manasas krinomi. Sam manasas krinomi. Sadhrichinanvaha. Sam manasas krinomi. Jayaswantas chittino ma viyaushta. Samradhayantaha sadhurashcharantaha. Sadhurashcharantaha. Anyo anyasmai valgu vadanta yeta. Anyo anyasmai valgu vadanta yeta. Sadhrichinanvaha. Sam manasas krinomi. Sam manasas krinomi. Atharva Veda 3.30.5. 3.30.5. Atharva Veda 3rd Kanda, 30th Sukta and 5th Mantra. 3.30.5. Jayaswantash chittino ma viyaushta samradhayantaha sadhurashcharantaha. Anyo anyasmai valgu vadanta yeta. Sadhrichinanvaha sam manasas krinomi. Atharva 3.30.5. Okay. Now this is krinomi. That's in Uttama Purusha. That is somebody is telling, I will do it, I have done it. It is an assurance given by Satchidananda to all of us. Sachidananda says, I have created this environment, I have created this situation for you. So don't think it is impossible. It is possible, I have done it, I have created. The only thing is you have to understand it, you have to know it and follow the path. The path and whatever is required to tread the path, all those things have been done by me. It is ready, it is in place. The only thing is you have to use it rightly. Chronomy. Chronomy is, I have done it, I will do it. So we cannot say this is impossible. It is 100% possible. So that is the base of this whole mantra. Whatever is said in the mantra, we cannot say, oh, it is very altruistic and utopian and this cannot happen. No, you cannot say so. It can happen. It can work. Because I have arranged the whole system in such a way. I have done it. Chronomy, I will do it. I have done it, I will do it. So that I will do it or I have done it, this tense is not a problem with Vedic things, that too with reference to Sachidananda, that I made it clear. Now what is it? What is the environment? So it tells us how we have to lead our social life. The whole context of the mantra is, we are given a guidance how we have to lead our social life. Now, whatever is there, the guidance for leading the social life, in a small way, in a miniature way, it also holds good how we have to run an organization, a family. Family is a small unit, organization is a bigger unit, the society and the world is the biggest unit. Now all this have to move, all this have to work, all this have to function. So what are the things that we have to observe, we have to follow so that we are able to achieve the goals of family, of an organization or the world at large or the society. Now a lot of things we have been observing in the context of organization. They have got organization goals, teamwork and how they have to work to achieve the goals of the organization, so many things. In the same scientific way, here guidelines are given for the progress of the family, the society and any organization. It is so wide in nature. So I'll say one by one. Jayaswantaha. Jayaswantaha. You can take it as 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want. Jayaswantaha. Chittinaha. Jayaswantaha Chittinaha Mavyauštha. Jayaswantaha Chittinaha Mavyauštha. Samradhayantaha. Next point. Samradhayantaha. Sadhurashcharantaha. Sadhurashcharantaha. Anyo anyasmai valgu vadantayeta. That whole thing is one point. Anyo anyasmai valgu vadantayeta. Sadhrichinan. Sadhrichinan. Vaha is separate. Sadhrichinan, Vaha. Sadhrichinan, Vaha. Sadhrichinan. Sammanasaha. Sadhrichinan. Sammanasaha. Vaha Kranomi. Sammanasas Kranomi is very first. Sammanasaha Kranomi, Vaha Kranomi. I have made you all fit for this. I have created an environment for you all. Vaha Kranomi. I will do it. It's done. Jayaswantaha. Jaya is a Pratipadika. Pratipadika is a set of letters which carry some meaning, which is not from a dhatu. We call it as a Pratipadika. Very few words are like that, which give meaning, which has got some meaning, but it's not derived from a dhatu. Very few. Jaya Swantaha. Jaya means nobler, broad, wide. So in a broad mind, Jaya Swantaha, that is in plural. You people being broad-minded, with nobler ideals. Chittinaha, Chitti Sanyane, being knowledgeable, being wise. Iti Sanyane, Chittinaha, with Jnana, being Jnanis. Ma Viyauštha. Ma is prohibitive. Viyauštha, you Mishrana Mishrane, don't get separated. Ma Viyauštha, don't get separated. Live together. Ma Viyauštha, don't get separated. Jaya Swantaha Chittinaha Ma Viyauštha. Samradhayantaha. Radhra Samsiddhau. Radhra Samsiddhau. That's the root. With effort. Endeavor. Endeavor. Pursuit. Do that sum together. Work together. Work for it. It's not something got easy. It's not something delivered on a plate. We have to work for it. We have to struggle for it. So that struggle we are doing it together. Sam Radhayantaha. Sam is together. So it's a combined effort. Effort is there, combined as a team. Samradhayantaha. Radhra Samsiddhau is where we work for it, we labor for it, we sweat for it. And whatever wealth we get, this slightly apart from, whatever wealth we get out of our hard work is called as Radhas, Radhaha. Radhas is wealth. But it's not just wealth, but a hard earned wealth. That is Radhas. Elsewhere it should be useful. The root for it also Radhra Samsiddhau. Sadhuras Charantaha. Charantaha, Charagatau, to move. Sa with. Dhura is at yoke. Vayokei, yoke. As placed on the neck of the animal which pulls the cart. Yoke. Sadhurascharantaha. With a common yoke, we have to move. Now that yoke is a symbol of our responsibilities. We are bound with certain responsibilities put on our neck. We have to carry it. We cannot avoid it. We cannot run away from it. We cannot escape from it. It's there. And it's on all of us. No exception. It's all on of us. Dhura is the yoke. Responsibilities, duties. Valgu. Valgu is soft, sweet, attractive. Vadanta, speaking, to speak, to talk. Anyo anno is smile, between yourselves. Talk between yourselves in a sweet way, in a humane way, in a loving way, in a friendly way, in a good way, all that comes under that Valgu. Valgu Vadanta. Talking like that among yourselves, between yourselves, Yeta, progress, in Gatav. Anyo Anyasmai Valgu Vadanta Yeta. You progress together, talking or exchanging your views, exchanging views among yourselves in a sweet way, in a friendly way, in a nice way, in an attractive way. Valgu. Valgu Vadanta Yeta. Sadhri Chinan. Sadhri Chinan. Achieve your goals. Saha, with. That Saha becomes a Sadhrij, according to grammar rule. Progress together. Sadhri Chinan means to progress together. Sammanasaha, Manajnane. Your views, your attitudes, your discussions, your proceedings, what we discuss, what we plan, let it all be Sammanasaha, together. Together and matching it. Let it match. Let there be some coordination in what we think. Let our thoughts be convergent. Sammanasaha. Vahakromi. I will do it for you all. This is my guidance for you all. Vahakromi. Now this is a guideline given for us, for our family life, for our social life, and maybe for any organization for that matter. Now on the face of it, certain things are very clear. Once we follow these guidelines, yes, we are sure to succeed. We are sure to progress. Now, whatever they teach in the present day management courses, it's all these very things. Nothing new about it. They speak about the teamwork, they speak about the organization goals, they speak about being friendly with our team members. They tell us you have to work hard to achieve the team goals, to achieve the organizational goals. You are not supposed to fight among yourselves. You should all be friendly. It's the same thing. That's what you find here. And you should have broad vision. You should have broad vision to understand the goals. Maybe the area where I work is a small one, but whatever I work here in this small area has got a big contribution to achieve the organization goals. It's part of it. So I cannot just concentrate on the responsibility what is given to me, but I have to understand it as a part of the whole organization and its contribution, how it goes to achieve the organization goals. Only then the organization will prosper, not otherwise. So all these organizational principles, what we see in modern day management, we find it here. And this is applicable not only to an organization, but to your family and to the society also, to the world also. Okay, we'll understand each one in detail. Jayaswantaha, to have broad mind. It's easy to say, This broad mind can be understood in different angles. The first thing is, it is accommodation. We have to be accommodative. We are all people who live together. We cannot live independently for ourselves. Solitarily, we cannot. We are social beings. We have to live with others. When you are living with others, we have to tolerate and we have to accommodate other people also in our life. We have to accommodate. So to accommodate, yes, we should have a broad mind. We should be able to understand their likes and dislikes and accommodate it. We have to tolerate them. We are not able to tolerate them, we cannot live together. So we have to tolerate, we have to understand, we have to make them understand what's our requirement, and finally our goal is the same. That is experiencing peace, experiencing bliss. Every one of us, we want it. So to achieve that common goal, we have to accommodate, we have to live together, we have to tolerate. And all that is said in this. Jaya Swantas Chittina. And the goal in our life, we understand it as different things. I may be interested in making money, that's my goal. Somebody is interested in becoming famous, that may be their goal. Each one of us, we got different goals. But the ultimate goal of all of us, that is the Jaya Swantaha. That's the ultimate goal of all of us is finally happiness, satisfaction, peace, bliss, health. This is our final and ultimate goal. It's same for all. Same for all. Maybe in the intermediary stage, the goals of all of us may differ. But ultimately, the goal of all of us is the same. So this we have to understand. Jaya Swantaha. And this goal is to be noble, is to be broad-minded, is to be humane. The path also to achieve this goal has to be the same. Unless we will be lost in fighting among ourselves, because our goals differ, the intermediary goals. But if you understand our final goal is the same, yes, we will be able to give a helping hand to others and receive the helping hand from others. But this is possible only when you understand that our goals are the same, and that is the ultimate one, that's the highest one. Jaya Swantaha. Chittinaha, it is very clear. Without knowledge, without wisdom, we cannot progress. We cannot move even a single step. It's not possible. You should have knowledge. Because during this process, it's a big journey. It's a big journey to achieve our goal. Most of the time, we understand it as of one life. No. This whole journey may take several lives also. We don't know. And throughout the journey, I require a lot of knowledge. I should not miss the goal. I should be very clear about the goal. And at every step, I face so many forces which pull me hither and thither, which push me, which divert me. So many crossroads we come across during this journey, a big journey, a long journey. So at every step, I should be aware of what's my goal and what's my direction, and how to tackle the different forces which act upon me. There are so many disturbing factors, how to overcome them. And we do have so many supporting forces, how to identify them and take the help of them. It all needs a lot of knowledge and experience. So we should always aim at expanding our horizon of knowledge, becoming more and more knowledgeable, and experience things. Chittinaha, Chiti Sanjnane. So this special knowledge is needed, and we should always be looking at getting such knowledge around us. Knowing the different rules which work, and overcoming the negative forces, and taking the help of positive forces and move ahead. All this needs, yes, knowledge, experience, study, learning, and that's all part of Chitti Sanjnane. So get it. Every one of us has to get it. Every one of us has to strive to acquire it. Chittinaha. So once we are able to understand these laws and rules working around us, in us, and the goal is very clear and we are fixed to that goal very clearly, yes, we can overcome all the problems, hindrances, obstacles, hurdles, what to get in the way. But that is not automatic, that is with our effort, with our knowledge. Chittinaha. Ma viyushta, you mishrana mishrane. Amishrana, to get separated. Ma is prohibited. Don't get separated. So in this our endeavor, in this our journey, we shall all join hands and move together. Don't say, I will take the path on my own. I'm a self-made person. I need not have support of anyone. No. We have to take the support of every creature around us, directly or indirectly. The whole system is like that. Only when you understand the system like that, that is, we are part of the system and we cannot tread this path alone. We cannot move in this path alone. We need different supports, different helps at different junctures at every step. As we'll be looking for them, and we want to move together. So it says very clearly, don't think that you can do it alone. Therefore, be together, don't get separated. Now here we have got a lot of things to understand. Divisive forces are around us very much. They divide us and divide us and divide us, divisive forces. And most of the time, we fall a prey to those divisive forces. That's the unfortunate thing. If we are able to understand these divisive forces and overcome them, yes, we can be together. Now, what are they? We have discussed several times. Once again, to remember, caste is a divisive force. I belong to a different caste, you belong to a different caste. So because we belong to different castes, yes, I am separate, you are separate, you are different, I am different. Now this very concept of caste, as we are seeing, is unscientific, is man-made, is an anti-social thing. Species is fine. We all belong to one species, that is human beings. Scientifically, it's called as Homo sapiens. We all belong to one species, Homo sapiens. So, and understand that we all belong to one species, the divisive force is gone. We become together, we live together, because we all belong to one group, we all belong to one species. Manava, Manushya, it is one. And further bifurcating this group into castes and creeds and races, they are all divisive forces. We should be aware of it. It says very clearly, don't get divided. Ma viyoshta, don't get separated. We live together. And the one point which makes us live together is to know that we all belong to one species, and that's the end of it. We are not subdividing it. Or even if you are dividing it, it should be a natural classification and not an artificial one. Why I am telling this? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Are they not divisive factors? No. Because it's a natural classification. It happens in any society, knowingly or unknowingly, and is not done deliberately. In any group, some people, they'll be identified as knowledgeable people, whom we can ask questions and get answers, get guidance. And in a society, automatically some people will be recognized as our protectors, who can work for our justice, who can work for our sustenance. In a society, automatically some people will be recognized as those who protect the natural wealth and distribute it and help distributing it to each one. And in a society, certain people will be automatically recognized as who give us the infrastructural support. Now, these are all natural classifications, not created by man. Even if I don't want to, it happens in a society. Natural classification is okay. But in spite of this natural classification, all of us, we belong to one species called human beings. So no divisive factor is accepted, is acceptable. We have to live together. Now, another divisive force, what we have got? The religions. Under the name of religions, the whole human society is split, is cut down into smaller units. That unity is gone. What is it called as a religion? The very direct meaning of the word is, it's a form of worship. It's a form of worship. I worship in a way, you worship in a way, another person worships in a way. So we are all different. We are not one. That's a divisive force. Religion is a divisive force. Is worship bad? No. Why it has become a divisive force? Because our worship has been external. External. Whatever we do externally, which is visible to others, we call it as worship, and that we call it as a religion. We have made the worship or a religion a show. Because we made it a show, we are able to identify that the way one person worships and the other person worships are different, and it becomes a divisive force. But worship, devotion is not an external thing, but totally an internal thing. How do we do it? That is, imbibing divine qualities is real worship. Following the instructions given by that Satchidananda in our hearts is real religion. When that is done, yes, we all follow the instructions coming from one single entity, Satchidananda. And there is no difference. And whatever worship we have to perform, it is internal. That is to imbibe human qualities, to lead a nobler life, to have nobler thoughts. That becomes real worship. So the divisive force of religion is overcome. While speaking of God and instructions given by God, once again we are in dilemma. Because we think our God is different from your God. They have got hundreds and thousands, crores of gods. A big gallery of gods and goddesses. That's a big problem for us. Only when we understand that God is one for all, not only human beings, for all creatures, for this whole universe, we cannot get united. And the truth is, God is one. And the different gods what we are speaking of, it's all our imagination. It's all our imagination. Because the qualities of God we have to understand. Of course, we speak about it, but we contradict our own selves. God is omnipresent, it's everywhere. When it is everywhere, how can it be many? The one which is everywhere, which occupies every nook and corner of the universe, that one omnipresent force, entity is God. Is the same for all of us? Wherever we are, however we are, whenever we are, I have to understand it, omnipresent. And it is omniscient. Whatever God we speak of, okay, hundreds of gods, thousands of gods. We say that God what I worship is Sarvajna, is omniscient. We accept that, But because we have got different gods, I say, my God is more intelligent than your God, my God is more powerful than your God. And we divide the whole human society into factions. That's a problem. God is one, and that God is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. It has got all the strength to perform what it has to without the assistance of anyone. That's the meaning of omnipotence. It doesn't need any tool, it doesn't need any paraphernalia. It can do it on its own. So if you have got a real and correct, truthful picture of the God, which is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, now the divisive force is gone. Look around us. The whole society is divided because of this religion and God. I'm a Christian, you are a Hindu, I'm a Parsi, I'm a Muslim, I'm this, I'm that, you are different, I am different, my God is different, your God is different. There's one statement. The bloodshed that has gone in the name of religion and God is more than the bloodshed that took place in the two world wars. See, it's so dangerous, it's so dangerous. Once I think my God is different, my religion is different, I become a divisive force. Anybody who thinks like that will become a divisive force. And one human society is distracted, destroyed. It's happening. It's happening. Even today, conversion is a very big problem. The basis of conversion is this divisive force only. You have to Christianize the whole universe. So non-Christians have to be converted into Christianity. And there's another force, okay, we'll spread Islam throughout the world and make everyone a Muslim. If he is not a Muslim, he is an anti-social element. Kill them. Killing and eliminating and fighting cannot be a force which unites us. It's only love, accommodation, understanding, compassion that brings us together. Ma Vyoshta, don't get separated, don't get disintegrated, don't get broken. This human society is one. All creatures are one. You have to live like one. Live like one. You are not one actually. There's different entities. But we have to live like one. We have to feel like one. Ma Vyoshta, don't get separated. Because your goal is same. Jayaswantaha, that's where it started. Your goal is same. Whatever the creature, it wants to be happy, it wants to be comfortable, it wants to experience bliss. It may be you, it may be me, anybody. A common goal. When I have a common goal, and which can be reached only by working together, why do you divide yourselves? Is it not against your own goal? Is it not against your own paths? Is it not against your own welfare? Yes, some differences will be there. Let us accommodate. Let us tolerate. Let us educate. Let us get educated and move together. That could be the best way possible. Ultimately, don't get separated. The whole human race is one. All creatures are one. One means all trying to achieve the same goal. The goal of all of us is the same. We'll understand it better in the context of an organization. Say in an organization there is a supervisor and there is a subordinate. If they fight among themselves, if they hate one another, what will happen to the organizational goal? It's gone. It's gone. The supervisor and the subordinate have to work together ultimately to achieve the organizational goal. They are subordinate to the organizational goal, maybe in different capacities. But if they fight among themselves, if they nourish hatred among themselves, who is at loss? Ultimately the organization suffers. Organization goal will be lost. So to prevent the organization goal, maybe both of them have to be sacked out. That's the only way out. But if they work together, if they work in harmony, yes, the organization will be safeguarded. The same way. The goal of all of us is the same. We have to create an environment where you can experience comfort and happiness and living together. And for that, all of us have to work together in the same direction. It cannot be diversified, it cannot be divided. If we divide, we are creating our own problem. We are working against our own goal. So this awareness should be there in all of us. So what will happen? Live together. Ma Vyoshta, don't get separated. Under any circumstance. What is another divisive force? It is our wealth. We have a big gap between haves and have-nots. Haves and have-nots cannot live together. You see, that's a divisive force. I speak about caste, I speak about religion, I speak about worship, I speak about God as a divisive force, and now I'm speaking about wealth. Now how to solve this? Haves and have-nots. It's also working as a divisive force, we can see it. So at the level of world, we have got different countries. Some countries are very rich, and there are so many countries which are developing, which are underdeveloped, and which are poor. That's a divisive force. Always the rich countries try to exploit the poorer one. And the poor countries or the developing countries, they cut a sorry figure because they cannot fight against, they cannot raise up. It's their problem. Ultimately what happens? We have got divisive forces. We have got forces which work against the rich, and the rich exploit the poor. Haves and have-nots. What's the answer? It says very clearly, share. Sharing. That's what we call as yajna, in other words. You are wealthy not to enjoy it for your selfish things, but to share it with others who don't have. That's why you are given that. So the wealth is given to you not just as wealth plus that attitude to share with others who don't have. That's what we are discussing as Bali Vaishwadeva Yajna. Share it with others less fortunate. So it's possible for us to share with others. The gap between the haves and the have-nots will come down, and we can all live happily, harmoniously. We have to share it. Why we are not able to share? Because I think I am the owner of it. I own it. This is mine. Why should I share? That's a big problem. But the reality is, I am not the owner of it. I am only a trustee. I got it. So whatever has been given to me, it is for me to manage well. Not just usurp it and make it my own and prevent others from using it. No, that's not the purpose with which I was given this. I didn't bring it when I came to this universe, with this body, with this Sharira Indriya Manas, and I cannot take even a speck of it when I leave this universe. It has been given to me as a trustee. I am supposed to take care of it. I am supposed to protect it. I am supposed to enhance it if possible and share it with others. That's the purpose of every wealth. It's not for holding. It's not for hoarding. You have to share it. Just imagine, if I'm able to share whatever I got around the people with me, I'm creating a friendly environment. I'm creating a comfortable environment, a comfortable zone around me. And it is enlarged. The whole world can experience world peace within no time. If I want to stick on to mine as the owner, if I am not prepared to share it, what will happen? One day or the other, somebody will snatch it because they need it. They need it. It's not available. It is with some person, they'll just snatch it. Is it not the root of all wars we are seeing around us? Someone was telling, war is always Ra, W-A-R, reverse R-A-W. War is always Ra. You don't find a time when war is not there. It will be there every time in every society, in some part of the world or the other. What is the cause for that war? What is the reason for that war? That is somebody claiming their ownership on the resources and denying some people to get those resources. They are not sharing. So not sharing is the other word for selfishness. I want it. I want to have it. I am the owner of it. To stick on to certain things as a owner, not understanding that we are really trustees, is a divisive force, and it is dividing the whole world into different factions, and between factions we find war at one point or the other. The war is not with bare hands, arms, ammunitions. So many things are being researched and created and piled up. So dangerous. If by chance a third world war erupts, the whole world will be out. Because there are such powerful arms and ammunitions piled up in almost every nook and corner of the world. What will happen? Almost the whole human species will be extinct. We are sitting on a volcano. What happens tomorrow, we don't know. Now it's all because of that divisive mentality, that selfish mentality. It says very clearly, Mavi Yoshta, don't get separated, live together. Understand the other person as your own part. The whole society is one unit, the whole world is one unit, and you are all working together for one common goal. That's creating peace and for experiencing happiness and bliss. We don't want it. When our goals are common, why divide ourselves? Let us work together. Ma Vyoshta, don't get separated. We will not get separated. Make it your 1 point highest principle and program. We will not get separated. Yes, there are several reasons to get separated, fine, but overcome it. Overcome it. Just because there is a reason, don't get divided. Don't get separated. Wealth is one. Power is another one. It's a divisive force. Generally what happens? The powerful will exploit the less powerful. But what should have happened? The powerful should have protected the less powerful. You see the difference between the two. The powerful exploiting the less powerful, and the less powerful can do nothing against because they are not powerful. They are into so many problems and troubles because they are not powerful. The powerful are supposed to protect them, not to exploit them. Now what is happening today? It has become a jungle rule, survival of the fittest. We are not thinking as human beings. Yes, I am powerful. I will overcome everyone. I will snub everyone. I will spoil everyone, I'll exploit everyone and make the best what I can because I am powerful. The very thought itself is divisive. But it says, don't divide, don't divide. So what I should do? Yes, I have got power. This power I have to use to protect the less powerful. That is humane, that is compassion, that is love, that is friendship. Of course, we do it in a small way. In our family, if there is someone who is less powerful, we support them, we help them, fine. In a small locality, in a small group, yes, we do this. But when it comes to the question of the world, we forget about it. The same thing has to be spread, the same thing has to be practiced at all levels. The powerful should always protect the less powerful. Then we are creating a human society. A society with love and friendship. And the divisive force can be overcome. Ma Vyoshta, that's the guideline. Don't get separated. Don't allow anything to separate yourselves. Food system. See, these are divisive forces we have got, which we are observing. Food system. I am a vegetarian, another person is a non-vegetarian, another person is a vegan. How can they become together? How can they live together? It's not possible. It's not at all possible. Because our very food systems are different. Maybe non-vegetarians can tolerate vegetarianism and vegan. But a vegan or a vegetarian cannot tolerate non-vegetarianism. What to do? Then we have to research. We have to find out what is the real food for human beings. A real food for human beings or the human system, the digestive system and the whole process is vegetarianism only. It can accommodate non-vegetarian, but non-vegetarian is not its natural food. Krishincha sasyancha manushya upajivanti. Krishincha sasyancha manushya upajivanti. It's a quotation from the Veda. I'll give you the exact location of it. Or maybe I have given already, I don't know. Krishincha sasyancha manushya upajivanti. For living, for sustenance, the right food for the human beings, manushyaha, is krishi sasya. Krishi is agriculture, sasya is vegetarianism. That is the right food for the human being. The digestive process itself is suitable for vegetarian food. Because whatever food we eat has to be finally converted into energy. For that, many processes are required to convert it. And the processes that are there in the digestive system of a human being, it is fit for the input of a vegetarian food. If non-vegetarian food were to be the natural food of human beings, so many digestive processes become redundant. They are not required at all, but it is there. That's an indication that the natural food for human beings is vegetarian food. We find the same thought in several other Veda mantras. Sahavo anna bhagaha is part of another Veda mantra. Let all your food system be saha, together. Now that we have to understand. Only then we will not get separated. Only then we can live together. We can live as one society, we can live as one group, we can live as one species. Ma Yuvashta, don't get separated. Nearly half a dozen divisive forces I have discussed, not all this. There are so many other divisive forces. We should be aware of, we should be cautious about these divisive forces, and finally see that we live together overcoming all these divisive forces. That's the indication. That's the guidance. What is it? Ma Vyoshta. That's all. Ma Vyoshta. Don't get separated. If something tries to divide you in your social life, be cautious about it, be careful about it, tackle it, and finally see that it will not divide you. There are some natural classifications, don't worry about it, it happens automatically. That's not a divisive force. Classification is not a divisive force. Classification, as long as it is natural, excellent, no problem about it. Classifications will be there, subclassifications will be there. But please note whether they are divisive in nature or not. If they are divisive, be careful. Ma Vyoshta, don't get separated. Jaya Swantaha, Chittinaha, Ma Vyoshta. So that's the first line of the Veda, the first pada. Jaya Swantaha, Chittinaha, Ma Vyoshta. There are several other points to be discussed. One very important what to understand in the first line is, we should have a broad mind, we should have a great goal, we should have a noble ideal. Chittinaha, we have to be educated, knowledgeable, and with a lot of experience we have to proceed. And during our path, during our journey, we should not get separated. We should be together, always together. We should make it a point, we should deliberately be together. Yes, there will be certain things which divides us, which separates us, we have to overcome it. All of us, we have to work together. That togetherness, not getting separated, is very, very important for our prosperity. For achieving our common goal, which is ultimate. Jayas Swantaha, Chittinaha, Ma Vyoshta. These are the three things what we have discussed today. There are several other points. We will continue to understand the whole mantra. Thank you all.